Well, it's that time of year once again. COP27, time for a bunch of billionaires and technocrats to fly halfway across the world in private jets so they can lecture you about your consumption habits and carbon footprint. Unelected Prime Minister Rishi Sunak is signing us up to a £1 trillion climate reparations scheme. Yeah, £1 trillion of taxpayer money will be sent to foreign countries to help them deal with the weather. $3 billion alone sent to Kenya to build a new train station in Nairobi.
I profoundly believe it is the right thing to do.
While your grandma freezes to death because she can't afford to heat her own home.
I know that for many, finances are tough right now.
Yeah, not so tough for you, are they? The same dude who has a net worth of nearly $1 billion takes private helicopter flights from London to Wales to attend dinner parties and lied about driving a Golf when he actually owns 4 cars, including a high-spec 94 grand Range Rover.
Finances are tough right now.
Climate change will ravage our planet without urgent action. Politicians making green laws, people who live under green laws. TV told me that if I eat bugs and enslave myself on behalf of the ruling 1% that the weather will get gooder. And it's all based on hokey satellite temperature data that shows almost all climate model forecasts over the last 40 years were wrong. While Arctic sea ice has actually grown since 2012. News articles about Rishi's climate reparations bailout are literally illustrated with him stepping fresh off the private jet he took to get there. At least 400 private jets in total have landed at the conference. Even climate change activists are posting videos drawing attention to all the private jets flying back and forth over the venue. Look at the flight radar map of all the air traffic over Egypt. World leaders on their way to another climate conference. How much CO2 have you emitted over the past 2 days? If you're so committed to reducing everyone's carbon footprint, be the example. Set up a fucking Zoom call. We were only permitted to Skype our dying relatives. Yet you can't do the same to waffle on about climate change hysteria. John Kerry, the special presidential envoy for climate, thinking he can reduce global temperatures by 1.5 degrees. Dude, your private jet has emitted over 300 metric tons of carbon dioxide since Biden took office. Take a look in the fucking mirror. Oh yeah, here's a question. Are you going to be talking about the real environmental catastrophe of over 3 billion COVID masks that now pollute the world's oceans, detritus that now smothers coral reefs, masks that break down into microplastics, killing untold millions of fish, invertebrates and other marine life, including turtles and penguins? Gonna talk about that? No, thought not. A life-giving gas that all humans naturally exhale, though. Yeah, that's the real threat. Let's pause for a minute there for a word from the sponsor of this video. Lord Watson. That has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Well, now it's a reality. Yes, it's now official. I am now a lord. I own land in Scotland, and you could too. With established titles, you can take advantage of the Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lords or ladies. You can even change your name to lord or lady and get it on your plane tickets or credit cards. Need a last-minute table at that restaurant, but it's fully booked? Tell them you're called lord or lady, and you just might find they can accommodate you. Put it on your dating profile and watch your matches explode. Your certificate features a unique plot number with which you can see the exact location of your land. Title packs give you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland. But it gets better. Established titles are committed to planting at least 1 tree for every order placed. So by buying a title pack, you're directly helping a genuine environmental cause, reforestation, supporting the fantastic work of One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future partner charity groups. With Christmas not far away, this also makes a great original gift.
God, yeah. Mother, call me Lord. You will be calling me Lord.
What were you gonna buy? Another boring pair of socks? You can also get couple packs that come with adjoining plots of land. And get this, the first 200 people who purchase a title pack using my link will effectively be located right next to my plot. We can be together in spirit. We can build a kingdom. We can reconquer Scotland for the English. Maybe I'm taking it a bit too far. Established Titles is running a massive sale right now. Their early Black Friday sale gives you a huge 80% discount on title packs. Plus, if you use the code Lord Watson, you get an extra 10% off. Go to establishedtitles.com/Lord Watson to get your gifts now. And remember, by supporting my sponsors, you support me directly. Now back to the video. Many of the same people now browbeating you over your carbon footprint are prolonging a war that could lead to nuclear Armageddon Armageddon and a new ice age, causing global temperatures to plunge, leading to mass starvation. Not too bothered about that environmental threat, are they? The US military is a bigger polluter than 100 other countries combined. Doesn't matter. You need to be flight shamed over your annual family holiday. I'm just thankful that we've been spared another telling off by Greta Thunberg, who won't be at the conference. No, she's too busy announcing what the real agenda has been all along. The total overthrow of capitalism and the West itself.
It is a system defined by colonialism, imperialism, oppression. It has its roots in racist, oppressive extractivism.
The co-founder of Extinction Rebellion made similar statements. He claimed that European civilization is to blame for spreading cruelty and violence throughout the globe for the last 600 years and bringing torture, genocide, carnage and suffering to the ends of the earth, showing how climate hysteria is just another rebrand. A Trojan horse for anti-white, anti-Western, communist tyranny. Greta has created a generation of cult members, brainwashed through repeated trauma into literally believing that the world will become uninhabitable within years.
Hello, my name is Louise. I'm 24 years old, and I'm here. I'm here because I don't have a future.
And I'm here.
And I'm here.
Yeah, spare me the emotional blackmail. I've heard it all before. 1968, the population bomb, which we were told would cause mass global starvation. Quote, in the 1970s, hundreds of millions of people will starve to death. Didn't happen. And what's the author doing now? Paul Ehrlich. 50 years later, still grifting, still lying. Paul Ehrlich, climate change means the collapse of civilization is a near certainty within decades. From the same people who said in 2004 that by 2020, European cities would be sunken, Britain would be plunged into a Siberian climate, mega droughts and global famines. Wrong, wrong and wrong again. Yet we're still being lectured by these same people. 1960s, oil gone in 10 years. 1970s, another ice age in 10 years. 1980s, acid rain will destroy all crops in 10 years. 1990s, the ozone layer will be destroyed in 10 years. 2000s, the ice caps will be gone in 10 years. None happened, but all resulted in more taxes. They'll still be shouting at us that it's humanity's last chance in 20 years. They've been doing it every single year for the past decade plus. Just like lockdown, it's all a ruse for another massive transfer of wealth from us to them. While our real wages diminish, we can't even afford to buy our own homes, can't afford to pay our own energy bills, and our one yearly getaway becomes unaffordable because of carbon taxes and green levies imposed by them. We'll own nothing and be miserable. Our living standards will be crippled, while they continue to enjoy lives of gluttonous, opulent luxury.